Going live. Here we are. Happy Monday. All right. How's it going, everybody? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I'm sure you're actually really genuinely wondering that because everyone seems to ask that when they see me. Lynn, how are you feeling? Does everyone ask you that, Lynn? Yes, everyone asks me. But guess what? I don't mind. I am happy to answer that question because it helps me do a little check-in with myself because I don't know at what point in my life someone gave me the life advice, that when someone asks you how you're doing, to give them an honest answer instead just say good. I don't know. I don't know if that advice has served me well, but it has stuck with me. And in this situation, where I'm pregnant and people want to know how I am, it is a great way for me to do a self-check. And I think, how do I feel? How am I doing? And then luckily, lately, I've been feeling pretty darn good. Now, I do cater my answer depending on who's asking. If it's somebody that's been through a pregnancy before and that can relate to some of the more, I guess, smaller relatable details like how uncomfortable it is to sleep, the amount of times I have to get up to pee at night, those kinds of things, I may throw in something like that, if for an honest chuckle. Like I said, it's relatable. That's a very, I don't think I'm special in being uncomfortable when I'm sleeping with a watermelon taped to my belly. Not actually taped to my belly, but that's what it feels like. So, hello. And in case this is your first time catching my live stream or watching this in replay or whatever it may be, my name is Lynn. I go live every Monday sharing my story and what's going on. And we are in the final week of our second trimester of being pregnant. Should we do a belly shot? I will do a belly shot. Here we go. I'm going to stand up. I'll show it to you. You won't be able to hear me, so I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to stand up and give you the 180. 360. Here we are. Ta-da! It's kind of crazy when I think that it's gonna get bigger. Like, it already feels so big. It's crazy, like, what our bodies do during pregnancy. Anyway, I'm thankful to be in the current state that I am. Every day I appreciate what I'm going through and know that, may only be once in a lifetime. This morning as I was laying in bed and just kind of connecting with the baby inside of me, I kept trying to get Bert to see it. But of course, it's like Murphy's Law. Every time that he would look at the belly, she would stop. Every time he put his hand on, she would stop. So it's just like these little jolts that are coming through now that I can actually see and not just feel. So we're getting to that phase of pregnancy, I guess. I am, okay. So, what else is going on? So I think that I left out an update last week. 2 weeks ago, I believe I shared with you that I was doing the glucose test. I don't think that I updated you on this. So the glucose test is where they make you drink a horrible sugary thing and a liquid, like a bottle of it, and then they do a blood draw an hour later. Now, if you fail, then you have to go and do the 3-hour test. I don't think I gave you guys my results. I think I'd said I had done the test and we were waiting to find out. I can't remember if it came or not. I failed the 1 hour, so I had to do 3-hour, and I went back the same week. It was, I believe, on Friday. Now, let me know if you've done the 3-hour before, and let me know your experience of this. It was quite unpleasant for me. I had to fast starting after dinner the night before. So when I got there in the morning, my appointment was at like 8:45 a.m. I was hungry and thirsty. They didn't even want me to have water. So I went in and they do an initial blood draw, and then they give you your the drink to drink. And then what they're going to do is 1 hour later draw blood, another hour later draw blood, and then a third time draw blood. So that's a 3-hour 3-hour glucose test with 4 blood draws total. So I passed the one, before I drank, had great numbers, and that's great. And then I passed not the second one, but I passed the third one, and then I failed the fourth one. And according to the results kind of like that come with the test, it just says, it's advised that if you fail 2 or more of the blood draws that you have gestational diabetes. And this is a condition that happens with pregnancy and often goes away after you have your baby. So anyway, then the results were so close to passing, I was like, I'm not sure if this means I actually have it or if my doctor's going to make me do the blood test or not. But it's been an entire week, guys, and I haven't heard from the doctor. So I'm guessing that no news is good news, and technically I have gestational diabetes, but I guess I don't have to do what some other women have to do if they fail, which is a blood draws on their finger like 4 times a day, and correcting with, or not correcting, but just being a lot more diligent about recording what you're eating. So anyway, little education there on gestational diabetes. So, but I will say my experience, why was it so horrible? So I go in thinking, okay, I'm just going to bring my laptop with me, connect to the Wi-Fi, and I'll just, I'll do work from the waiting room or wherever it is I'm sitting. Pull out my laptop after the first blood draw. I'm hanging out, and about 50 minutes into it, all of a sudden my face goes white and I start sweating profusely. And the woman next to me goes, are you okay? We're sitting in the waiting room. I'm like sitting up there. And I'm like, it's really hot in here, right? And she's like, a little. Anyway, I thought I was going to pass out, honestly. It was pretty scary. And luckily I didn't. That was nice. I put my head down between my legs because I've passed out so many times in my life. I kind of know the drill. I know I know what it feels like right before it happens. So I put my head down, trying to get my head below my heart level so that I can keep the circulation going. By the time I had to do my next blood draw, I was able to, pull myself together, stand up. And the nurse was like, okay, you can have a sip of water, just a little sip. And honestly, that helped a ton. I'm not supposed to drink water to dilute, the whatever, the glucose drink that I had to have. But I had a little sip of water. She said it was fine. It was scary. I did not pass out. It was so uncomfortable. But I'm okay. But now I get it why people hate this test, because it is not fun to go through. And what I went through is very common. That's a lot of women report the same kind of thing. So anyway, for the next 2 hours, she's like, if you want to go to your car and, recline your seat and put the AC on, like, I totally get it. So that's what I did. I went out to the car and I was able to, just take a little breather. I was able to do some more work, and it all worked out fine. So that's my glucose story. Happy to hear yours if you have one. So it's weird on my end. I don't know if you're watching on YouTube, if you've said hi. For some reason, it's not showing up on my end, and maybe nobody has said hi yet. But if you are watching, feel free to say hi. I have a smaller audience today than usual, but that's totally fine. I get a lot of people who watch in the replays, so thank you to everybody that does tune in and support this cute little story that we have here. All right, so update on being foster parents. We are most likely in our final month of being foster parents for now, and our foster daughter should be moving on to live with family after she graduates in June. We are planning a birthday and graduation party for her, and those invitations are going out to her friends tomorrow, which is super exciting. Things are good. There's a good vibe going with us. I think maybe last week or the week before I might have shared, like this kind of up and down of, she's pushing away, because the end is coming closer, and kind of just like a push off to make the end easier. But that seems to, that hasn't been the case lately. And it seems like we've been having the right conversations to talk about the end and, what it looks like. And it seems like, with this party kind of being the capstone of the end, we're ending on a good note. I do think that we'll continue to be in her life for as long as she'll let us, in a supporting role, to just be someone she can reach out to and get updates and have a connection with, just a good resource for her for whatever she needs us to be. So it's a success story. I think that we are a foster success story. She is at a track meet right now, and I do want to share because I know Elliot watches sometimes. So Elliot, be prepared. We're going to reach out to you most likely. She's been doing shot put, and shot put, this is, you're trying to chuck a heavy ball as far as you can with this shot putting type of motion. And for the last update that I got, she was in second place out of all the kids there. Now, I don't know if that's the case. I'm looking for an update from Bert to see if maybe he sent anything. But as far as I know, she got second place in shot put. I think that means something, like she may advance to the next competition. I don't know. I'm waiting to find out. You may be asking, Lynn, why are you doing a live stream instead of out supporting her at her track meet? My work schedule just didn't allow, and I'm sure parents can probably, understand that you can't be at every single event, and sometimes one parent goes and the other doesn't. So Bert is on track duty today, and I gave up the car that I normally drive to work, so I took the public transportation. Guys, I got so lucky that I got home in time to do the live stream on time. So that's good. We're having a great day. And way to go to our daughter, who's crushing it in shot put. I'm just so excited and proud of her. The reason I bring up Elliot is because I believe it was only recently that he had held the record for many years at his college as having the record for the longest shot put. So anyway, coincidence, and maybe we can have him work with Imani if she does make it to the next level of whatever that competition is for track. Track is a whole new world to me, guys. I'm not there yet. Oh, here we go. I do have chat now. I found it. So, hello. And hello to Ben. I don't know Ben, but hi. Thanks for watching and saying hi. Yeah, so there we go. And way to go to Elliot, too. Now, I hear my cat meowing at the door. Joe. I can tell by his meow. Early before we even left for school and work today, Bert had to go rescue a baby, teenage robin from Joe, our cat, in the backyard. These dumb robins, I swear, they just kind of look at the cat like, oh, hello, why are you looking at me like that? And yeah, he's caught quite a few of the robins. Robin made it, I think, still alive, but I'll have to get the full story from Bert on if it hopped away on its own or if he helped it escape out of the yard. So that's where we're at with things. It's kind of a quick update, guys. I would love to, if you want to send me any of your updates, let me know. I think we're getting to I don't know, we're in a good place right now. Oh, okay. Wait, I do have some big updates, like huge. We've been working on our house. I know this may not be huge for you, but it's huge for us. Bert and I have officially put in the cabinets. with my dad's help because he was around and he's like, well, extra hands. And we're like, sure. We worked as a team. I will, just put it there. We worked as a team to figure everything out. We had to overcome a lot of uneven and unsquare things. But guess what? It looks really, really good. We got the countertop in. I got the countertop oil and conditioner on. And oh my God, it looks so good. So we put in not all new cabinets. This is cabinets in the just one wall of our kitchen because it was an empty wall. We had put up like some wire or shelves there that they're just not, they don't look good. They kind of block the view a bit. And anyway, so we wanted a nice big countertop and we couldn't put in an island. So we put in these nice sets of drawers, base cabinets, 3 drawers each, lots of storage, butcher block top, mismatched with our other cabinets because that's cool now. I'm so happy with how it turned out. We're putting the hardware on soon. We bought stainless steel in the style that we liked for the handles. Held it up and we're like, I don't know if this is exactly what we were going for. We really like this color called champagne bronze. So anyway, I found the style of handles in champagne bronze and for cheaper online. So ordered those. We're going to take the other ones back. We'll have them installed by the end of the week and this project will be done. We can finally put everything into the drawers. And guess what this project does? It unlocks a whole bunch of other things that we can do, like finally clearing out and reorganizing the basement. It's like awesome. I'm so excited. This project also, and I'm so proud of this, required us to move an outlet so that we would have an outlet at counter height rather than just, down at base height and was going to be covered up by cabinets. We ran a whole new line of conduit. I'm pointing back here because it's this right here, this gray box that is our circuit breaker box. And we ran conduit and then ran up into the wall, cut a new box, installed GFCI 20 amp outlets with not only, so we have 4 outlets up there, but we also now have 2 USB ports and 2 C ports. So we can plug our phone cords or tablet cords right directly into the outlets. So, no big deal, but me and Dad did that. Just the 2 of us and figured it all out. He's done this before. He's not an electrician, but it was really cool to do that project with him, and it's very rewarding when we got it all right. It was really cool. And then with the low clearance down here, even though my dad is a few inches shorter than he used to be, he still is too tall to walk underneath the big beam that's right here, which is solid steel. Yeah, he hit his head. Mom's asking how many times did he bump his head. It was 2 times, and I had to keep reminding him not to bump his head after that. So that was fun. Not fun that he bumped his head, but it was like a fun thing that I always be like, watch your head, every time that he would start to go downstairs. So anyway, proud of all those updates and making our home ready for being a family. We're 3 months to go, guys. We're entering the final trimester of pregnancy, and I can't believe it's 3 months away from meeting our little baby. My dad's saying he's been walking around hunched over ever since he left. Fear of that he would hit his head on something. Well, sorry, Dad, for causing that trauma on you. Anyway, hello, Laura. Thanks for watching on Facebook. Thanks to those of you who tuned in on YouTube. Thanks, guys, for sharing your comments. Mom and Dad, thank you so much for spending the weekend with me and Bert and helping us do these big projects that help us with our house. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm going to sign off, mostly because when I got home, I came straight down here to get going, and I really need to pee. But, that's that. So we'll keep this one a short one. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you next Monday for another update. Thanks for hanging. Bye. Woo. Excuse me.